119 years old. His name was Avram. And he decided, before he would die, he would want to see his entire family. So he called his family from all around the nation, all around the world. As he's lying there in his bed, he'd already lost his wife. He's laying there and he says, with a weak voice, is my son Daniel here? Yes, Abba. Yes, Abba, I'm here. Is my daughter Elisheva? Is my daughter Elisheva? She goes, yes, Abba. She comes, she grabs his old hand. Yes, Abba, I'm here. So what about Daniel? What about your kids? Yes, Abba. They're all here. Elisheva and your kids, and the grandkids, and everybody. And what's left of my little brothers and sisters is everybody here. They'll look at their dying patriarch, Avram. They look into his eyes, such wisdom, a depth of experience, depth of humanity, a man who had survived the Holocaust and persecution, and lay there on his deathbed, a very strong-willed man about to die. And he said, so everybody's here. Everybody's here. I said, yes, Abba. Everybody's here. And with his last breath, he utters, then why is the bathroom light still on? Let me tell you about the real Avram. About 4,000 years ago, there's a rich, a very wealthy desert sheik. He's the head of tribes. He's a very wealthy man. Everybody knows of him. He lives in the Near East desert. He has so many people working for him. It's crazy. He's got cattle. He's got everything you could need. He hears this voice where all of your gods were little toys you would put on the shelf. He hears a voice from an unseen God. I want you to leave your home and follow me. Now, as a very wealthy man, you don't want to be seen as the nut job of the village. But he takes a step in faith, a step in trust. He gathers his people, he gathers his things, and he leaves. One day, a very hot day, he sees these men coming from the distance. And he says to himself, I bet they're hungry. Now he left everything behind, his status, who he was, to follow this voice from God he couldn't see. He goes to these men, he says, come and eat, come and drink. He says to his servants, kill the fattened calf, bring the cheese, we're making cheeseburgers. And a man who, I heard that snort. And a man who had everything, and could have sent his servants, he did it himself. You know, historically, he circumcised himself that morning at 99 years old. It's not a day where you want to run around, but he did it because hospitality was his thing. This man is the founder of what we know as Judaism today. He's the founder, he is the father of what we know today as Catholicism, Protestant Christianity, Islam, and eventually a little country called America. There was a time where you had to have the faith of the monarch. And there was a time where not everybody wanted to be Catholic. So, we found this place. We pretended like there was no natives here, but we'll talk about it into that. We found this place, and we said, let's start something new. So these people of different faiths gather. It was one of the safest places for a Jew to live at this time. A man named General Washington once made a statement, said, the stock of Abraham, speaking of the Jewish people, will never know tyranny in this country. It was a place for Jews and Christians and Catholics to live side by side under the banner of our father Abraham. And eventually now, the the Muslim people, all children of Abraham. So now we have a country built off of the faith of a man, built off of hospitality. Hospitality is putting aside your faith differences, your understanding differences. It's allows bringing someone into your home and sharing everything that you have, no matter how wealthy or not you are. This country was founded on hospitality. Not everyone in this room is from this country, but everyone in this country is now an American. You can go to France and not be French. You can go to Botswana, not be Botswanan. You can go to Germany and not become German, but you can come to America and become an